John was immediately wanted by the entire network simply for running in the street. The next second, a drone arrived at the scene and confirmed the suspect's identity. A pair of pure silver bracelets was then freely offered to John. He wanted to argue, but the drone showed him a stun gun in its hand. After being handcuffed, John was arrested and taken to an unmanned prison, where he was given his own exclusive cell. Looking at the 60-inch color TV on the wall, he asked how serious his crime was. Upon learning that he had been sentenced to 45 years in prison, John began to panic. At that moment, the system informed him that he had a 90-day period to appeal. Once the time was up, the charge would be established. He demanded to find a lawyer to defend him, and the system kindly provided him with a top lawyer who had a 50% success rate in defending cases, but charged $10,000 regardless of the outcome. John immediately checked his account balance and decided to call the hotline for help. The phone fee was $3 per minute. Just as John was about to give up, an advertisement popped up on the TV. Want to get rich? Knit wool pants. This gave him hope again. The next day, John received a package containing yarn and crochet hooks. Thanks to his exceptional talent, he worked hard for 49 hours and finally knitted a pair of wool pants. After submitting them, his account balance instantly increased by a substantial amount. John was overjoyed and began to knit wool pants day and night to become a billionaire. However, the prison only covered accommodation, not meals, and a box of lunch cost $1. After 49 more days, John's skills had become more refined, and his income increased. Finally, he earned $5 and, filled with excitement, called his family. Seeing his mother in the video call, John became tongue-tied and didn't know how to explain that he had been arrested for running. As the phone fee kept decreasing, he quickly mentioned that he needed $10,000 for a lawyer. His parents were shocked and immediately hung up the phone. With the last hope shattered, John chose to give up completely and spend his days doing nothing, just eating and waiting to die. On the 90th day, the drone was ready to take him to trial, and John was very anxious. Suddenly, he noticed an unread message on the screen, which turned out to be a $10,000 call from his parents. He demanded to see the top lawyer immediately. The system deducted $10,000 and then connected him with the lawyer via video call. However, the lawyer said that John's case was too complex and it would be best to plead guilty. Then, the lawyer hung up the call, leaving John alone in the wind. However, the system suddenly showed that he had been released due to insufficient evidence for the charge. John felt as if he was dreaming as he walked out of the cell and regained his freedom.